Hello everyone, welcome to my space. This is my day 3 of documenting my day, right? I have documented a part of the things that I've done today. However, I'm going to be putting it together with the documents or videos that I made in the last 2 days. Okay, so this is meant to be my introduction video as per I have not done my introduction video. Yeah, so let's get right on to the introduction. Right, who am I? My name is Abiola Adeleye. I love to call myself like that. I am a mother. I've been a mother since 19, a proud mother to a teenager, by the way. I have interest in art and fashion, like that goes all the way back to since I was a child, right? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? Right. I am here for just the simplest reason. I want to live. I know. It sounds somehow like, what do you mean you want to live? I don't know how to explain it to you, but sort of is being performative, right? And right now, I feel like I need to express myself, express who I am. I can explain this more with my paintings, right? I recently started painting. I've been painting, right? But not actively. But recently, I went into abstract art and I started that because I started getting connected to my 1 year old self. And honestly, I don't even know what that looks like. But I am connecting with her in a way that I do not understand yet. I don't have it all figured out. But I am enjoying the moment and I want to live it. So I started from documenting my day in the beginning of the year, and it started growing by. And I said, oh, okay, this whole video thing is not bad. It became a normal thing for me to just bring out my phone, make a video, and it became so easy, right? Compared to before now, I've tried to do this whole content thing. I've tried to do social media, but I really cringe when I think about social media. But since I started documenting my day at the beginning of the year, it became easy to just flip my phone open and then turn on the camera and start talking, right? So it's been a practice of some sort for a while. Then now I'm here. Right. So in the last 2 days, I've documented my day. Basically, I've tried to do the videos for introduction and stuff like that. However, I could not post those videos and I could not make a video post in the last 2 days because my phone was screaming for space. So I decided, okay, let me pull down and money my babies, my videos. Right? There are videos that I've kept for 5 years, 4 years that I still have that I have to delete. Just so that I will have enough space, right, for me to get to do this. So that's the reason why you didn't have content for those 2 days. However, I made a post yesterday for I made a video picture post yesterday. I hope you've gone to read that. If you have not, ASAP, ASAP. Go and read my lamentation. Right. So, um, yesterday, okay, the day before, I shared what I learned from a book that I'm currently reading. And this is the book, by the way. It's titled Think Like an Entrepreneur, Act Like a CEO. And from the book, right, the writer, Beverly E. Jones, She was talking about how you have a big vision, but break it into smaller bits for it to be an achievable goal, right? And then over time, the accumulation of those goals will turn out to the result of the vision we want to achieve, right? So while I was reading the book, I kind of got stuck on the part where she talked about vision, a big wish list, right? And when she said write a big wish list, the next thing from that line, from that particular paragraph, when she was explaining, going deep into it, she said, start by listing everything you want in your next phase. And I'm like, next phase? What does next phase mean? How many years is next phase? Right? How long is next phase? What does next phase look like? Okay, you're trying to shape what next phase look like. But however, how long is it? I think maybe next phase is based off what you're trying to achieve, right? The length of of the goal you have in mind. First person singular. The length of the goal I have in mind would probably be the length of what next phase looks like, right? And even if my time frame is not correct, but at least I have been able to say, okay, between this time and this time, I want to achieve a particular goal. So that is what I have kind of understood from thinking about it over time between day before yesterday and today. So yes, that's what I just said is what my conversation day before yesterday was all about. In the video, I was asking, okay, what does next phase mean? How long is next phase? What does next phase look like? And stuff like that. And by the next day, which was yesterday, I delve into something else, something a bit entirely different. Not different per se, but yes, based off my own next phase now, right? I am here now creating content, right? So this is my next phase. How long is it for? And all of those questions are my issue to answer, attend to. However, I decided to delve into the people who have been in the industry before me. What are they doing? How are they doing it? What does it look like for them? What does their day to day activity look like? What are they putting in the content? What exactly is the content inside the content they are making? Right? So I went to like check in on a couple, and one of the things I got was there has to be a planning phase, right? That I have to plan the content that I want to put out. I don't just pull out my video or pull out my phone and make a video, right? I have to plan. What exactly do I want to do? How do I want to do it? How do I want it to look like? What's the result I want to achieve? And blah blah. Right? So I got that. Then the next phase will be shooting, and the final phase will be editing. You see that editing part. Blood of Jesus. You see that part. Oh God. The realization that hit me yesterday evening while I was trying to edit the videos that I've made, trying to put it together, I realized that content creating is like filming, right? It's just like I want to watch a movie, and then the story in the movie is scattered. This one is scene one is saying this, scene two is saying this, scene three is saying this, and it's scattered like that. And at the end of the day, I'm unable to piece it together to to for me to understand what exactly the movie is all about, right? So while I was trying to edit, I'm like, wait, how do I do it? Like, how do I make three people stand in twos? ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé báwo ni mo ṣe máa ṣe tí èèyàn mẹ́ta fi máa dúró ní méjì méjì. I have said it in English already, so right. And I was like, what's going on here, man? This story guys make sense. You got a story, right? So, and while I was just there trying to put it together, I said, okay, let me make another video that will bring everything together and solidify the whole story. Bam! That was how my phone started acting up, screaming for space, and all of those things. So I started deleting. I started deleting my babes. Oh my god. Shasha, in a nutshell, I have deleted my 5-year-old babies videos. Actually, that's what I mean. My 5-year-old videos and stuff like that I have in different corners. And now, hopefully, in a little while, my phone will not be screaming for space. Today, today has not been very much different, actually. So, coming from everything that happened yesterday, and to me, okay, my phone is screaming for space. And because my phone was screaming for space, I could not edit my video to post it. So I decided to post a picture and rant about what happened yesterday. So if you have not read it, sharply, go and do that. Right, and you find it interesting. And I am an amazing writer. I am an amazing writer when I want to write, or when I have that natural vibe to writing. If I'm in that writing space, is always expressive and dramatic. But if I am not, Oluwa, Oluwa, wow, it's always a lot. But when it comes to talking, oh, I can talk like forever, like forever. So I did my write up and I made the post sometime in the middle of the night, just so that I can meet up with all of this. And today, I started my day joining the Creative Blueprint Masterclass by Funke Akindele on YouTube. And trust me, it's been amazing. Really amazing sessions. Every session has been bang back to back. From this is what Mojisola Wusu, like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm patting myself. Abiola, I I get a lot from her session. I I have notes, Seth. I have notes. Right? I gained a lot from her session where she talked about mentorship and how it is important to be respectful. Emphasis on honor. Honor. Is okay. Right? So she talked about mentorship and how it is important to honor your mentors. To financial Jennifer that talked about stock brokerage and how you can navigate that part. To session, which is amazing. And also Sister Drew to a session. Oh my god, she has always been an amazing speaker anyway. So to our own session where she talked about structure, you see these parts. I have been particular about structure since 2020. Since 2020. However, I didn't have the understanding to navigate it, right? I've just been trying to gather knowledge in beats and stuff like that. So, but then we are coming to tying everything together in a bit, in just a little bit. Just a little bit. I learned a lot from her too. She talked about how you're doing your business or whatever thing you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your family, for family legacy, you are also doing it for Nigeria as a nation, and you're doing it for God, right? And my key takeaway from our session is that I am doing my business to honor God. Like, I'm doing it to honor God. Like, see, it made me realize that there is a particular thing that I have messed with my mind in a certain way in the past 1 year. Like, it has really messed with my mind, right? I'm going to be talking about it, or I don't know if I will, but let's see how it goes though. But then it has messed with my mind in the past 1 year, and I'm like, oh my God, whatever thing it is not about what I think it was. It is about the fact that there is a bigger picture, and I need to see the bigger picture. So a session opened my eyes to one of the things that happen to be the bigger picture, which is that I am honoring God with what it is that has messed my mind last 1 year. And also, the final thing is that talent will get me seen, but structure will keep me standing. Talents, with my talents, people will see me, they will get to know me. However, when I have structure, it will keep me standing. And it's not just structure, character. Let me see if I pronounce it right. Is it character or character? Whichever pronunciation it is, you must add that one too. It must be part of your itinerary. You cannot just be going with, referring back to Mrs. Mojisola Wusu's um, session where she talked about honor, honoring mentors. You see, that part is very important. So as you are bagging structure, bag honor with it. It is important. It is important. And somebody also talked about networking vertically. I think that's Mrs. Jadesola Oshiberu. She talked about what's it called, networking vertically, not just horizontally. That part too. Then about structure and stuff like that. I want to share? Do I want to make my video long? Okay, basically, what she said shared about having structure is you must have a vision, right? And your vision must be well communicated to the people around you. I mean, the team, the people you're working with, right? It must be properly communicated. When you have a vision and the people that are working with you do not understand what they are doing, see, everybody, they will just pass here, you will be passing here. Everybody will just be navigating. There won't be good understanding of what is going on. They'll just be like, see, I'm shy here. I don't know what we are doing, but it's okay, right? So you have to communicate it well enough for them to be able to understand it and see themselves as part of the team. And that is one major thing for business owners, right? The ability for your team members to see themselves as a part of your vision. That is important. Then the next thing she talked about is business model, right? Have a clear offer, um, a repeatable delivery, small strong team, and what? Multiple business revenue. And there is something I missed out. Multiple business revenue. There's something I missed out. Then the system, it must be simple and it must be clear. So the system must be something really quite simple and it must be very clear to you and your team. Oh, how do we, what's in my business do I need to document daily? How do I attend to, how I attend to customers, how I navigate my daily transactions, those things. What are the things that I need to put into proper documentation for my team to be able to understand how the system runs, right? So those are the things that I got from that particular session. Currently, I'm watching the session for the content creators. I'm gonna be back, or probably if I remember, I'll talk about it if I don't stop moving on very swiftly. But then, so far so great. This is what I learned today from everything that I learned from her. And trust me, I am living for me, right? So living right now is me putting myself first, is me um seeing myself as important and teaching myself. Like, I am basically not about, oh, okay, I want to teach people. While it is great to do that, see, I have done that in the last how many years? And that's why I said my life has been performative, right? I've done it, has just always been about other people, other people. What do I need to learn to be able to teach other people? Okay, what am I learning that I can pass the knowledge? Right now, I am learning to teach myself, right? And as I'm teaching myself, I am living through it, not just garbage in, garbage out, but that I am living through the process that I am learning on a daily basis. Right. So, I think I've been able to share what I learned from my day one that I was unable to post, what I learned from my day two that I was unable to post. And no, it's not going to be basically about, yeah, I was about to say that I'm not going to be talking about what I learned. However, I think I'm going to be sharing majorly about what I have learned over the years, right? And what I'm currently learning, how I am evolving, who I am becoming, even as a mother, who I am becoming, what I am learning, and all of those other things, right? So I am just here documenting my day, documenting my life, documenting who I am becoming, right? So, what have we talked about so far? What have I learned in the last 2 days? I've learned how to what my next phase is, and thinking about it in the last 2 days, I've been able to figure out the fact that, oh, okay, next phase doesn't have to be um, something so big and I'm unable to define it. It is simply what I am doing in the moment, and how how long I want to do it for, how long I see myself doing it for, what I want to achieve with it, and all of those other things. Then the other thing is content creation, that it is not just, it does not stop with planning, shooting, and editing. It also has to make sense. It also has to be a story, that's a single story that will have a central theme that I am talking about, right? And then, and today is about the things that I have learned from people who are doing greatly well, who are doing things of emulation in within the industry. So, thank you very much for sticking with me. Thank you for living with me. Thank you for experiencing today with me. And today, I literally spent it within the four walls of this place, not stepping out. So, yeah, there is nothing to go to or nowhere to show. Until tomorrow, I'll see you. And I want you to know that, yes, I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Oh my God, just before I wrap up, engage me, share what your next phase is right now, share the stage you are at, what you're currently doing. Just connect with me in one way or the other. In the comment section, I'll be there to engage you. In the meantime, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Take good care of you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.